Today is Tuesday, the 23rd of July, 2019. I'm Keith War, and welcome to another episode of Homeless in Titusville. And today I'm being joined by, what is your name, ma'am?
Kim.
Kim? Mm-hmm. Would you like to give your last name, or? It's up to you.
No.
Okay. And how old are you, Kim?
34.
34. And do you go by another name on the streets, or something else people might know you by? Like your friends or your family, or you just go by Kim?
Kim.
Kim, okay. And did you grow up here in Titusville?
Yeah, I was born and raised here, and then I moved to West Palm Beach for a while.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about, like, your life here in Titusville. Did you go to high school here? And
no, I never went to high school. I dropped out before high school. But I did get my GED.
Okay. Did you ever go to any kind of trade school or nursing or?
No.
Nothing like that?
No.
And do you come from a big family? Do you have brothers and sisters?
It's not a big family, no, but I just have one older sister.
Okay. And how about your parents? Are your parents still living, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they're married still.
That's good that they're still together.
Yeah.
And are they in the Titusville or Florida area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how long have you been homeless on the streets?
Off and on for years, I guess.
Okay. And what's like some of the stuff that you struggle with on a daily basis?
I'm an addict, so I.
What kind of drugs are you on generally?
I'm so nervous. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Heroin and crack and alcohol.
Okay.
And sometimes other stuff, but I don't do meth or anything.
Have you ever gotten any help for it?
Yeah, I've tried multiple times.
You have?
Uh-huh.
What's the longest you've stayed in a facility?
Like 9 months, I think.
That's a very long time. Was it faith-based or a?
Mm-hmm. The one night I went to Center for Drug-Free Living when I was 19, which is where I found out I was even an addict. But then through the years, I've been to other ones trying to get clean, and it's like I can get a little bit of clean time, and then I just when I use, I'm not a functional addict. Like I can't hold a job and use and do what people do. I don't know.
Right, to function normally.
Yeah.
What kind of jobs have you had over the years?
Different ones. My first job was at Burger King, and then I've worked at a hair salon, storage units, the space center, just different stuff, waitressing.
Okay, so you never went to a trade school or college?
No.
Okay. And were there any of the jobs that you liked? Was there something that you wanted to do? Like, if you could have done anything, what would you have wanted to do for a living?
Well, I mean, I would like to, one day, if I can get myself together, I would like to get my LMHC, I think.
Okay. And right now on the streets, how do you support your habit, and how do you eat? Do you steal? Do you sell your body?
No, I don't steal at all. But yeah, the other one.
Okay. And doing that, do you feel safe? Have you ever had anybody attack you or rob you or hurt you? Mm-hmm. You have? Yeah,
a lot.
Have you ever called the police or asked them for help? Or no, it's not really an option you feel you have, is it?
No, they wouldn't help.
No.
You get yourself in trouble by involving them.
And what kind of legal?
And I've had police,
You have?
Yeah. So, I've had, not all police are bad, there's been some that have, been kind and everything like that, but no, I prefer not to deal with them.
What kind of things have you gone to jail for yourself?
Possession charges. I have 8 felonies. I have 2 possessions of cocaine, 2 possessions of heroin, possession of alprazolam, possession of 2 controlled substances.
What's happening with those cases? Are you on probation, or do they go
no,
away?
they're already resolved. I just got out Wednesday, and I had taken 10 months.
10 months? You did 10 months?
I did. Well, you don't do 10 months. I mean, you get trustee time, and you get stuff like that. And I did October and November too on the same charges.
So you had a little bit of gain time and stuff like that. But you did a long time in jail. You were in there a very long time.
Yeah, from February to July.
And when you got out last week, did you have anywhere to go? Did you have a home? Did you have...
Oh yeah, I set it all up to be clean again. And I'd worked something out, and I was high before I even went, and
So you relapsed really quick.
Really quickly.
Yeah. And then, like, right now, you have some major health stuff going on. You showed me in your mouth, you've got a tooth that's cracked and it's infected.
Inside of my mouth, it hurts to talk. That's why I'm talking still, because it's so swollen that I can't hear it. But it's so swollen in the inside. It's around the tooth that it goes, like, my jaw is like in between my teeth because it's a wisdom tooth.
Right.
So it hurts really bad.
Yeah, I saw it from my own eyes. I mean, it's cracked, it's infected, it's bad. Do you have health insurance? Do you have what I guess some people would know it as Obamacare? Do you have any of that?
I don't know.
No. But so not to your knowledge, you don't have any health insurance whatsoever?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And have you ever gone to the emergency room for things?
I mean, yeah.
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 And do they usually help you out, or they just kind of put a Band-Aid on it and send you out the door?
Well, there's a stamp that I'm an addict at the hospital, so I really don't get that good of treatment there either. Then my family actually got to witness that firsthand. So, they tend to treat you a little less. It's really...
So you feel like they judge you the second you walk in the door, even with a legitimate problem?
Of course.
That they're not taking you seriously?
Of course.
That's really sick. I mean, it's sad that they're doing that.
Yeah, but, we're not exactly, like, looked at as people, so...
Right. Right.
A lot of people think that this is just a matter of, like, yes or no.
Or choice. You think it's a matter of choice.
It's like a matter of just yes or no, and it's not that simple, because, like, if it was that simple, then I wouldn't be here.
You wouldn't be in this position. No. Who would want to live this life? Nobody. Do you have children? And have you seen them?
I don't think you can do this.
Okay. It's okay. I know this is tough. Have you ever gone over to the women's shelter and asked them for help? Or some of the churches, have you ever asked them for any help?
There's a church on Brown Street that pulled me in one day and prayed over me and stuff,
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Do what you need to do. Are you talking about Walkabout Ministries, I think it is, over there at Brown?
Walkabout, I've gone to there too, but these old ladies just pulled me in and started praying over me. It was really cool. I ended up bringing a few of the girls there too, because we still pray out there. We get together, when we're struggling, and we'll pray together and everything.
What about other things? Do they help you out with any clothing or food items?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone over to somebody like Walkabout and tell them about some of your health stuff, like the tooth, for instance?
No, because I was incarcerated when this happened, so, and I had another tooth that was, infected too, and it was so bad I couldn't, and they pulled that one. It's gone now. They pulled it in jail, but they let it go for 3 months, and I had to grieve them and to get the shift sergeant involved and everything to get that tooth pulled out.
They made you go 3 months while you were in jail without treatment?
Yeah. It was bad. It was the worst experience like ever.
Like, was this a unique situation? Were you the only one that, or were there other people being neglected there too?
There's the medical care is horrible there. They neglect you very badly. You know, people will have like major infections and excuse me.
Yeah, sure.
Stuff. The medical care is absolutely horrible in jail. It's the worst ever. I mean, I understand that, you know, perhaps there was criminal activity involved in your life, but you're still a human being who made a mistake, and you deserve to be. You know, I had to go to work crew, which is, you know, really heavy lifting stuff with my jaw swollen and everything, and if you don't go, you get fired, and
right, and then that affects your gang time.
Yeah.
And everyone, yeah, go ahead and light your cigarette. Do what you got to do.
It's so windy.
I know. How about drug rehab services when you were in jail? Did they help you with any of that?
They give you a, if you request it, they'll give you an ROC pack, but which is a return on community. It has a list of things on it, but no, they don't help you unless they court order you to one.
So you went through withdrawal and stuff while you were in jail?
Yes I did, and I actually wrote a bunch of Christian ministries while I was there. I wrote Faith Farm Ministries, and I wrote the Refuge Ranch, and I had gotten a letter back from the Refuge Ranch that was leading me to think I was going to be able to go there right when I got out and everything, and so I sent them another letter letting them know I don't have any like clothes or anything like that, you know, or like I'm starting over again, and they sent me back another letter that they're sorry I was misled, that the person that sent me that letter no longer works there, and like you have to go through like a bunch of stuff before you can go, so you know it wasn't an option to leave and go straight there. So that's what I thought I was going to be able to do, and then everything else really cost money, so you know, it is what it is. So I tried to set it up to you know,
so that it went together when you got out of jail so that you wouldn't relapse.
Right, you know, and you know, I told everybody that I'm sorry, my foot hurts. I told everybody I was really scared to get out of jail because I don't trust myself. I was really scared, you know, because so badly I want it, but so it's there is what I know, and you know, when you're, I guess, I don't know.
Well, you didn't have health insurance, you didn't have anything really set up, and you didn't have an address, and you don't have a phone, so somebody wouldn't be able to call you back even if they were going to take you.
Yeah, I have a phone, but I don't have it turned on yet.
Right.
But it only works on Wi-Fi, so when I can get on Wi-Fi, I can like use the Text Now app. So.
How about clothing when you got out of jail? Did you have any possessions? Do you have a car?
I have a little bit of clothes, and that's it. You know, a bare minimum of everything, and then the people that I was going to be staying with, you know, clearly I messed that up, and then the guy that I was staying with prior to that, the one that had my clothes, which I hope I can still get back. I'm not gonna.
Right. Okay.
It didn't work out. We'll put it that way. Very scary. So.
Okay. Do you feel safe on the streets being homeless?
No.
You don't.
No.
And how about some of the other girls? Have they been attacked too?
Of course.
And do you need help lighting your cigarette again?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. There we go. I think you got it going. And what's What's like the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
I was in West Palm Beach, and this man, I had something on me, and I sold it to him, and he asked me if I wanted to do some with him, and I was like, sure. So he tells me he has an apartment, and it's a nice looking apartment complex, right? But I didn't notice, but because it was dark. But when we opened the door, it was a complete construction site, like nails and boards and everything, on the floor. And he took me to the back room, and he says, "Do you want a rock?" And I was like, yeah, please. And he hands me a legitimate rock from the ground, like an actual rock. And I told him, I said, this is a rock. And he reached over and just punched me so hard in my eye that I spun around and I hit the ground. And I felt like blood filling up in my eye, and he jumped on me from behind and strangled me. I remember like thinking everything and like looking around like, this is how I'm gonna die. Like, he was trying to kill me. And I remember whispering to him, and I was just like, that God loves you, and I know this is the drugs doing this to you, and I forgive you. And everything. And then I passed out, and I woke up to him trying to rape what he thought was my dead body. And I talked him out of it by saying those same things again. And then he started crying and told me to back up in the corner. And I lost my voice, and my eyes were, completely red. And he said, "Get in the corner and close your eyes and count to 50, or I'll kill you." And he took my phone and ran out. And I don't know what I counted to, but I opened my eyes, and it was so dark in there, and I was so scared, and it's probably the most scared I've ever been in my life. And I remember just looking around, like, thinking that he was maybe playing a game on me, like, I see behind every corner. And so I tried to find something on the ground, like, for a weapon. And I remember I was so scared to go through every door, and then I saw the front door was open, and I remember I just ran so hard, and I made it out alive.
You're lucky to be alive.
So I've had that, and then I had gotten into a car with a guy once, and when he finished, which wasn't long, but we pulled next to a body of water, remember that? And he starts laughing uncontrollably, and I was like, what's wrong with you? That's a nice looking man, like in his suit, like in his mid-30s, driving a Lexus, like, looks like the work attire and everything. And he snapped his head around on me, and he said, guys just have weird thoughts when they come. And I was like, what are you talking about? He says, do you ever wonder what it's like to have your body cut up and put in the bottom of the ocean? And at that time, I had a taser gun on me. So I pulled it out, and I clacked it in the car, and I did not hit him with it, but I clacked it in the car. And I said, no, I fucking don't. And I said some other things, and I ended up scaring him and just making him drop me back off. So there was that. And then I've had exes out there, like in the drug world. Like, I dated an OG Blood gang member, and he would get psychotically jealous and wouldn't let me leave, and he would pay people to find me, with crack and follow me and stuff, and he beat me regularly. I lost a little bit of hearing in this ear from him hitting me in my ear, and
wow.
And then there's people out there that'll be on the street and they'll just rob you, like they'll just come up to you or whatever and try to rob you. And I try not to, hang out with everybody. I kind of stay to myself a little bit. It's good to have people,
Right, that kind of know where you're at, to check on you, to see, if you're still alive or living.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It is.
So do you really really have friends out here on the street, or are they more like acquaintances or people you do drugs with? Like, would you consider them kind of family or just acquaintances?
There are some people that are genuinely just dirtbags, that are just out there, whatever, you know, and you socialize with them to keep the peace, and that's it. And then there's, you know, I don't consider myself to be a bad person. I have a really bad problem. And,
Right, with the drugs.
But, you know, there's others like me out there, and no, I mean, but...
Because I've been around you when you're sober, and you're a very well put together, nice looking woman, well spoken. You were working for a while. You got out of jail last time. You had a faith-based organization help you out, and I really thought, you know, this was it for you, that you were going to make it, you know.
Yeah, I did too.
But you really don't have a solid place to go even after you do get cleaned up.
Yeah.
You know, so you need a place to stay and a job and a support system.
Yeah, and you know, like with the area that I was living in when I got out the last time, you know, I really thought that I could do it too, and but I can't.
It's bigger than you. This problem is bigger than you.
It's very big. It's way bigger than me. It's bigger than my kids. It's bigger than my family, which it's bigger than my life, and that's hard to say because people don't understand it, but I don't understand it completely. I just know that that I don't have any power over it at all, and I know that I want to be clean, and I want to be high, and
you can't have both.
And you can't have both, and the thing is too, after I get clean, you know, I'm diagnosed PTSD anyways, obviously, you know, from some of the sayings, and you know, I really have a troubled mind, I think. You know, it's really hard for me to explain, just, I don't.
I think others out there that are watching that have those issues, I know I have those issues from my military service, and,
I can't live with my mind, and the drugs really keep me from killing myself, and then the drugs are, the irony in that is they're killing me, so it's just...
It's one big circle.
It is. It's like you use to stay alive, and you're using it, and you're dying because of it, and...
Does your family understand that this is bigger than you, or do they kind of judge you and think you could stop if you wanted to? Is it kind of that situation you have going on?
Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest with you. I think they think that,
this is all by choice?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know what they think. I know what my shame tells me, you know, but the thing is, too, is, you know, when I do relapse, I isolate, and I disappear, and I don't talk to anybody, and I know that that's wrong, but, you know, I had a lot of legal issues going on last year when I was on the run a lot, so I didn't talk to, you know, anybody, because I couldn't trust anybody. I don't know. It's
right, because it's hard to trust people, too.
But I guess it's shame that keeps you hiding, and I feel like my family doesn't, you know, why would I talk to them when I'm this person and not their daughter, you know, when I'm just an addict, you know, like, or that, you know, like, I know a lot of families would, like, still let their, moms, you know, their grandparents are raising their kids, and, like, you know, a lot of people, like, they would still let them see their kids, or, you know, I am their mom, it doesn't matter,
So your kids are with your parents and they won't let you see them?
You know, it's like, because I'm using, and I signed temporary custody of my youngest over to my sister and my mom, and I haven't seen Elena in a long time, my youngest, and I feel like,
All right, well, listen, so, go ahead, what did you want to say? Do you have something more to say, or?
No.
What would you like people to know about your situation?
Oh,
That you want help? That you don't like living this way?
you know what I want to say is that even though I look like a lost cause, I don't feel like I am, or I wouldn't still be here. And there's still a purpose, even though I'm probably gonna get high again today. But you know, there's still a purpose, and I still think that I can do this. I just don't know what I'm missing, and please don't give up on me. And
Right. You need help. You need help.
And I don't know what to say. I'm sorry that I'm.
It's alright. There's a lot of other people in your situation. There's a whole lot of other people that are in your exact situation, and they don't have a support system.
I have a lot of people that I've hurt that have tried to support me because I just keep relapsing and I just can't get it together. I don't know what I'm missing.
I get that. And so you feel ashamed that you've hurt them.
Broken. I do. I don't want to hurt anybody. It's not. I don't want to hurt either. This is the only way I know not to hurt, and then it just turns into more pain, and I just can't deal with it.
I get it.
And then when you get clean, you know, people are kind of judgy on you, like, when are you going to relapse again, or, you know, like, inevitability, and that way, so I don't know, there's
little jokes and messing with you.
There's just so much, it's so complicated, and I feel like,
it's bigger than you are. It is. This problem is bigger than you are. And you need support, and you need help. And there's, from what I have found, there's not too many resources here in Brevard County. It's very hard to get help, to knock on the doors. That's why I rely on the viewers, good people like you guys who watch my videos, to reach out to me. If you guys know of a rehab program or counseling, a safe place for her to go, please, you know, by all means, go ahead and leave me a message here on YouTube. I do look at those. You guys can also join the Homeless in Titusville Facebook page. You can reach out to me directly at KEITHWOHR on Facebook. You could friend me. I accept all friend requests. You guys can send me a private message there. We can discuss. Maybe there's something that you know of that I don't know. There's a resource that can help her. I was just told recently of a rehab facility, but they only take men, and I've run into a lot of that too, where they only take men, and that's a tough situation. So, but anyways, I guess I'm going to end the video, but I appreciate you spending a few minutes with us and let us know what it's like for you on the streets.
One thing I want to say too is this man Keith has been trying to get me to do this, and I've been dodging and ducking, and he has done nothing but help me and just make sure that I'm okay. He'll show up at the most random times, and
I do, don't I?
You're a good person, and I really appreciate you. I do, and
I appreciate that.
It's good, you know.
Yeah, we need more people to come out and, I think, make contact with people. You know,
like
just treat somebody like
good. Like, he'll bring, you know, just random food by and stuff like that, and clothes. It'll be like at the perfect time too. You know, it's good. So, thank you for being there for us.
Yeah, sure, awesome. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna close now, and I just want to say to you guys, may you guys be just as blessed as you blessed others. And until next time, thanks for watching.